Hello, I'm Father Bill Medley. I'm the pastor of St. Bernadette Catholic Church, and I'm standing at the corner of St. Bernadette Avenue and St. Mary Lane, which is in sight of the Jefferson-Oldham County line. And as the names of these two new streets suggest, this is the future home, the developing home of St. Bernadette Catholic Church, which was established in 2008 with the joining together of Transfiguration of Our Lord Church in Goshen, Kentucky, and Mother of Good Counsel Church on Westport Road in Louisville. It is also the site of, we'll share this site with St. Mary Academy, a Catholic school, Catholic regional school, formed in 2007 with the merger of Immaculate Conception School of LaGrange and Mother of Good Counsel School in Louisville. Just behind me is the St. Bernadette Parish Center, which will house our parish offices. There will be a place for all of our pastoral offices, worship, formation, administration, pastoral services, as well as 6 meeting rooms ranging in size from a meeting room that will accommodate about 12 adults for either meetings, committee meetings, or Bible study, up to a room that will accommodate about 100 people for a sit-down meal if we wanted to do that. Behind me is the new St. Bernadette Parish Center. It's a 12,000 square foot building. And you can access it from the parking lot side, the north side, where I'm standing right now, or from the St. Bernadette Avenue side. In this building will be a quasi-permanent chapel, where we will house a tabernacle for the reservation of the Holy Eucharist and have daily Mass until we are able to build a permanent church on our site here. Also, as you look around, I want to situate where we're at. As I noted, we're near the Jefferson-Oldham County line. This is the northmost point of a new development called Norton Commons, a residential community that's been developing since 2005. To our south also, in addition to Norton Commons, we're near Glen Oaks and Moser Farms. And to the west is Chamberlain Avenue and the Wolf Pen Branch developments. To our north will be another development that is on the drawing board right now, St. James Place, another residential community that will adjoin our property. We expect to move here in probably September of 2009, when we will vacate the Transfiguration of Our Lord Church at Goshen and the old Mother of Good Counsel Church on Westport Road. The future site of St. Bernadette Church will be between the St. Bernadette Parish Center and the new St. Mary Academy, now under construction. This property is essentially divided into 4 quadrants. St. Mary Academy is on the northeast corner. The Parish Center is on the southwest corner. The northwest corner is the parking lot to accommodate about 300 cars. And the southeast corner will be where the future St. Bernadette Church is constructed. If all goes well, we would hope to break ground for the St. Bernadette Catholic Church in the spring of 2010, with completion projected in 2011. I'm pleased to introduce Mrs. Mary Alice Zettel. She's the principal of St. Mary Academy, and we're standing at the front doors of the school, and she's going to take us on a tour of the interior of the school.
I am so excited. I can't wait to show you our beautiful new school. Follow me. We are now in the lobby of our new school building. Over to my left are the office areas where the secretaries will be, our administrative, a business manager, our assistant principal, and the principal's office. On this side, on my right, we're going to walk into our media center just to give you kind of a preview of what that looks like. Here's our media center, our library. Connected to our library will be our media center, our computer lab. So if we come, both of these two classrooms are very vital to the technology part of our school, and so they are connected, and it'll be an awesome opportunity for our students to work together both on research and as far as technology is concerned. So let's look at the computer lab. Here's our computer lab. We will have certainly our smart board on the wall, on the blue wall over here, and then our 30 computers in our computer lab for the students to be able to use. Our teacher will be certainly allowed to work with our students to make sure that they have every technology advantage that we can provide them. We are now in a typical classroom. We happen to be in a second grade classroom this morning, but you'll see that one wall is accented in a color. One's green, another one might be blue, one's kind of a rust color, and then there's a brown. When you walk into the classroom, the teacher's desk will be to the left of the door always. On that long wall, there will be a marker board so that the students will have access to that, and hopefully a smart board in every classroom. On this side, right where you can't see them now, but we'll show them to you in a little bit, there will be cabinets along here for the teachers to be able to use. But you can see this is a beautiful, nice sized classroom for our students. We'll have about 25 students in each classroom. We are now in our cafeteria. As you can see, we have a little bit of work to do in here, but it is going to be gorgeous. Just take a look at the ceiling. That's called floating. That's a floating ceiling. Certainly that will help with aesthetics, and the children will have a wonderful place to have lunch. We have the possibility of 2 serving lines over on the wall so that our children can get their lunches quickly so that they'll have time to eat and then go out and play for a while. We are now in our science lab, and oh, what a beautiful facility it is. We have, as you can see around the room, stations for the students to work. There will be 4 students at each station, and at each of the stations also has a gas line in order for the students to be able to do experiments. We have the teacher's desk up here for demonstration, and you can see we have lots of storage space. Again, we will have hopefully a smart board in this classroom as well for the teacher to be able to use for science. And I can't wait to see the hands-on science experiments that we have in here every single day. We are on the 2nd floor of our new school building, and I just wanted to show you the restrooms. They're pretty unique in the fact that the sinks for the restrooms will be on the outside out here off the hallway, and the restrooms themselves are back in this little corner on each side. One for the boys and one for the girls. Let's take a look. We are now in the boys' restroom, and although we do not have any facilities already installed yet, I wanted you to be able to see the unique tile that we put around the wall. These are our school colors, the green, the blue, and the silver. So it's really a wonderful way to represent our school, and we get to see that throughout the school building, the colors of the walls, as you'll see as we walk through. We are on the 2nd floor in a classroom that is just about completed, so we wanted to be able to show you exactly kind of what it's going to look like. You'll notice on this far wall here, there is a marker board. The teacher's desk will be right over here in the corner, and that will be typical in every classroom. We then have a board on the sides of each of this marker board in order to be able to put up beautiful artwork or the work of the students. You'll notice too that we have beautiful windows in our classroom. I think that's one of my favorite things is the light that's going to be in the room. And then in every classroom, we will also have these wonderful cabinets. On the classrooms on the lower level, there will be sinks in the rooms and cubbies built in. On this floor, they will have cabinets like this, and the lockers will be all out in the hall. So for our older students, 3rd grade and up, their lockers will be out in the hallway. The K, 1, 2, and preschool will also all have cubbies in their classroom. We want to show you our beautiful art room where our students in pre-K through 8th grade will come for art class. First of all, you'll notice that we have this gorgeous skylight that will help, especially with all of our artwork, our hands-on art projects using clay, things like that. We also have 2 sinks that we're going to be built in for our students because we get a little messy in art. We also have lots of cabinets and some storage space for our art projects, because as we do our art projects throughout the school year, we will have that beautiful art fair at the end of the year, so we need lots of storage for that. So I can't wait for our children to show their artistic talents in this classroom. Let's go now to the next room. As you can hear in the background, we are it is a Saturday, and we are still having people working in our building so that we can make sure that we do reach our deadline of July 1st. We already have movers planned for the 13th of July, so we will be in our new school building come the start of the school year. We are now in one of our resource rooms where our special needs coordinator will be working not only with parents and teachers, but also working with small groups of students. As you can see in our resource room, we do have the typical cabinets, marker boards, places for student work to be displayed, and we will have tables and chairs for the students to work. We are now in one of our pre-K classrooms, and we will have four pre-K classrooms, 2 pre-K 4-year-olds and 2 pre-K 3-year-olds. As you can see in this classroom, it's a very large classroom. We want to make sure our students get an opportunity to move around. Also, we will have on this wall far to my right, we will have cubbies along this wall along with cabinets. And then you can see there's the beginnings of our sink. And so it's wonderful to be able to have that water in each of the classrooms for our little ones. There will also be a playground specifically for our preschool children and our kindergarten children. It will be fenced in, and it'll be located just outside this room toward the northwest side of our building. We are outside the concession stand of our school building, and if you can look inside, you'll see that there will be areas for certainly to make all those hot dogs, those popcorn, things like that for our games that we have, our athletic program. And then we'll have the serving area out here for our games right across from our gym, which is where we're going to go right now. We are now in the gym of St. Mary Academy. And I'm with Father Bill. He's going to talk a little bit about how we're going to have liturgy in our gym. But first, before we do that, just kind of give you an overview of what the gym is going to be like. To my right, there will be the bleachers along that long wall of our gym. There will be 4 side basketball goals, 2 on either side of the gym and 1 on either end. And certainly this gym will be used for PE as well as for our athletic program. Now, Father Bill, if you'll kind of talk about what we're going to do with our gym in the meantime.
Sometime this fall, the fall of 2009, we will be moving our 2 churches, St. Bernadette North and St. Bernadette South, together, and we plan to set this gym up for worship every Saturday afternoon through Sunday morning. We'll have an altar beneath that window back there, and are trying to do a count right now to figure out how many chairs we can set up in here. We hope maybe as many as 800 chairs where we can celebrate here. We've already commissioned the architect to begin designing the new and permanent St. Bernadette Church, and with some luck, we'll have that groundbreaking in the spring of 2010 and be ready to dedicate that church in the spring of 2011. But in the meantime, this becomes our St. Bernadette Church that we'll share with St. Mary Academy. And of course, we'll have school liturgies in here every week as well with the children. So this place is going to be a place of a lot of activity, basketball games and volleyball games and Italian dinners and Taste of St. Mary Academy and worship. So this is going to be the hub of activity for both St. Mary Academy and St. Bernadette Church for the next couple of years. And we'll be sharing this space for a lot of years after that. So it's a very exciting time for both St. Mary Academy and St. Bernadette Church. And we hope in a very few weeks that the doors are going to be open and everybody can come in and start taking a look this summer. July 1st.
We're now outside of St. Mary Academy, and we wanted to show you our football field, our play area for our students. To my left, that grassy area right there is going to be our football field, soccer field, to be able to play, the students to be able to play out there. And just to my right, just behind this pile of dirt, kind of close to that telephone pole, we will have a fenced-in playground for our kindergarten and preschoolers. And just to the left of that will be another playground for the rest of our school. So we are very excited about that. Our PTO is working on funding that project for us, so we can hardly wait to get some playground equipment for our children. That is the conclusion of our tour for today, and we really appreciate you coming along with us to see our new school building. As you can tell, there is excitement everywhere. We can hardly wait to move in. It is going to be a gorgeous school, a wonderful place for learning, and it's all thanks to you. And we appreciate your support, certainly your financial contributions to our school, but most importantly, we appreciate your dedication and your commitment to Catholic education. St. Mary Academy will be a wonderful school for your children and for children to come in the future. Thanks for being here today.